Awesome. All right, fellas, we are. I will give you guys a premise. It is October 1st, 2078. Between 7.5, 8 years since the last campaign where we last saw Creed, Shell Shock, and friends finally take out Blacklist. And I'm gonna put an orange box over here. And I need you guys to put y'all's characters token right above Moro Rock into that box. And then we're going to start with basically, I'm going to have you guys give me initiative and you guys tell me what y'all characters have been, or previous characters been up to since the last years. And then it's not going to be a gimme. You're going to have to roll to see how successful or unsuccessful they were during the time skip. And then, Dylan, I'll get you a token for your character. I'll get you a border. You got preferred.
Oh, sorry.
You good? You got preferred color?
What's going on with the rolls? Exploding, critical fail.
I'm getting it out of the way early.
Right.
Hold on. Come on, baby.
Oh, let me get y'all a turn order, initiative tracker. There we go.
Not bad.
Oh, I forgot to click on my. So you guys don't see my crit. You guys don't see.
I see it.
Oh, 20 from lower. Creed the fumble.
Yeah.
But luckily, it's just the initiative. I'm getting the
This is initiative.
the turn order though.
Yeah.
And then
It's not like we're in combat.
Right. Mike, do you guys still have access to Aesop and his character token?
I should. Yeah.
You should.
Yes. Yeah. You already dropped him in.
Yeah, drop him in. Let's see what he's been up to the past past 7 years. And then Shell Shock as well.
I'm trying to click on my other token, but I can't. I'm guessing because I got two.
It's on me. That was me. You should have it under control now.
Okay.
Awesome. And then give me initiative as Shell Shock. I'm Dylan.
Okay. Come on, Show Shot. Do what you're good at.
Oh, Aesop. Damn.
Dude, man, I got two exploding dice.
Right.
On this week, important.
Awesome. I see it.
Oh, it did as White Ghost. Sorry.
Yeah, you good, bro? I got you. So
I was like, that's not Shell Shock.
Right. It's all good. We can work with that. So you got Mike during the time skip, then Shell Shock, Dylan during the time skip, and then Creed. Okay, Mike, what is between Blacklist finally being dead and in year 2078? What's up Aesop's sleeve? Is he working with the Danger Girl? Is that what he was doing?
Yeah, so Aesop basically, after the whole Blacklist, the cancer, they blew up the lab, he had to switch companies, and he's been with Danger Girl ever since. He's sort of like semi-retired now for the past 6 years. He works for Danger Girl. He does a lot of their back-end HR, so he like does a lot of recruiting, scouting, hiring in new talent. When people get killed on assignments, he figures out like how to do insurance payment, like all the boring desk job, right? So he's pretty much just have seen enough of edge running himself, and he's not really in the action as much. But he's more of kind of like a bit of a senior executive handling all of Danger Girl's sort of HR recruiting and stuff like that. And just not in the street, not in the street doing, running actions himself as much.
Okay. By the sounds of that, I think it's time for this one for a skill check, and I think the first time I've ever asked for it. Mike, on Aesop, I need this one roll. Give me a bureaucracy check to see how good he has been at handling the BS that comes with that territory for the past 7 years. 7 years all in one roll under education.
It's a lot of BS. It's a lot of BS and bureaucracy.
Oh!
Oh.
You suck at your job.
Yeah.
So you think you're doing good, but internally, let's just say, hold on, I'm gonna note that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a note of it.
He's like not getting the Danger Girl culture. It's not a good corporate fit.
It's still enough to get the bills paid. What are you about to say, Dylan?
I was gonna say, instead of girls, he's just hiring nothing but guys.
Right.
So it's like, this ain't dangerous.
Right. You have one job to hire girls, right?
Yeah. Not cyber psychos. It's not called Danger Cyber Psychos. That's
right. Awesome. And then in the background, as the camera zooms out, we see Aesop filing through papers. He has a stack this high as he's trying to fill in with the papers, and it seems like he's having a hard time. And then the doors shut. And then we move it to Loa's turn, Mike, and give us a synopsis on Loa, either out of character or in character. And then I'm gonna have you roll me a hustle real quick so we can get a little flavor of what Loa is.
Yeah, Loa is half Brazilian, half
Creole.
Yeah,
what's Creole? Like African American? Oh, they're African American, but it's something or
Creole is just kind of is French, but basically.
Okay.
American French.
Creole, Cajun.
Yeah.
Like
not even American French. It's more like swamp French.
That's what
because
Louisiana, like
there's like
kind of thing.
Yeah. It's like there's 14 different dialects of French,
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like some of them will be like a combination of two and crap like that. Just because that's where people mainly moved because they were getting away from France.
Got it.
Gotcha.
She all her life it's not a rags to riches story, it's a riches to rags story. Her parents were high flying executives in Brazil, but their fortunes got hacked and they lost all their money to a powerful gang down there. Later she found out the head of the gang is actually a rogue AI that sits behind Blackwall. So she's got like a natural hatred for AIs. And then having lost all her money, she basically fell in with the Voodoo Boys in Night City, doing net running jobs for them. And then one day she basically did a bad heist, killed a couple of Netwatch agents, and got captured by the government. And they gave her a choice: spend your life in basically brain dance prison or become a deep cover agent. So she spent quote unquote 3 years in jail. I don't know if you guys have seen this old show called La Femme Nikita. She spent 3 years in jail, but she was actually like getting training from the government, FIA, kind of like a CIA agency. And she's now just back in Night City, undercover, no one knows, and she's still working for Voodoo Boys and a couple other gangs. But she's really just keeping tabs on Night City and all the different AIs out there, and working secretly for the government. Right now, what she's doing is she just recently got some intel about a possible linkage between a booster gang and Petrochem. And she's just doing a death drop, trying to pass on this information to her handlers, in like a death drop type of, write some shit on paper, put it under this bench, and hopefully people don't catch on to you kind of thing. Right?
Awesome. Okay. Give me a D6 for that hustle. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see how that run goes for you.
Yep. I need to go to roll 20 and get the dice. Where's my... Oh, sorry, I got 2 character sheets open, that's why. Oh, wait a minute, what happened? Hey, sorry, my character sheet just...
It's okay. The D6 is gonna be on the left hand side on the toolbar.
Oh, yeah, 4. I rolled a 4.
There we go. All right, let's see what hustle you end up doing. All right, and now give me a D100.
Okay.
That's going to determine where you found a valuable data cache in an abandoned system and sold it. 23. I'm at the reference our old map. That's the numbers. NC Postal Service. Give me a cryptography check as you're, what is this here? As you start trying to decode this message that you found through the post office that you end up selling. Okay.
As an undercover FIA agent, she actually has some skills in cryptography.
Right. You see that. Then also, Lowell, I'm not sure. I guess it must not update, but I meant to have your cryptography be level 6 too. So it's actually a 23. I guess it might take a second to update on my end because of your societal connections. You're able to decode better than your average bear. But in the file, you scratch your ears like, what the fuck is this? You find blueprints for rat mutation.
Oh, sorry.
That's a keeper.
Right, and this no clue as to why it's there for you right now, but you're instantly able to detect like this is some weird shit, and you hold on to it. You sell it for 200 eddies, but you keep a copy for yourself. And then we'll rotate it to Shell Shock's turn. From the time skip from 2070 to 2078. What was Shell Shock on for those years?
So Well, I think so. Shell Shock still he wants to continue with his news, trying to build up his business and everything. So, but knowing that the afterlife is down to fix her and everything because she kind of croaked.
Yeah.
So I think he would go to the afterlife, help them out, maybe be like the next person up or whatever, the person to replace her. And he would also use that to kind of help get more media people like that are starting out and everything, get them work with them so they can be kind of protected. And pretty sure he would have had Ruby or tried to talk her into moving in with him. And he's just doing that, building up his Muck News, trying to get it bigger and everything to where it's like an actual trusted news feed out there where like people can actually trust it and not just being showed what the people want them to see.
Yeah. Okay.
And
what else? What else?
And he'd probably be working at trying to get his mom, his adopted mom, to kind of like retire from the work in the store because times have gotten better and everything.
Okay. Now, if you had to choose one role to determine this ideal future for Shell Shock, what would it be? I would think credibility. I would think credibility is the closest one because it all hangs on how credible you are. But let me know what you think before you roll anything. Do you or anybody else know an applicable role Shell Shock could have for his 7-year plan? Because if not, I'd say credibility. If anything else.
Photography and film too.
Photography and film. Yup, both of them. Okay. Start off with a photography. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, start with a photography and film check real quick.
Come on, baby.
Okay. Now, Shell Shock, do you remember the secret passcode to get in the afterlife?
It's been so fucking long.
I know. Give me a concentration check. See if you remember it.
They know me though.
It's gonna make it. They do definitely. Awesome.
Yep.
You remember? You like? I remember.
Know me.
The password was goldfish, and you're able to remember it. Now give me a credibility check, and then it's gonna get a +1 or -1. It's gonna get a bonus toward it because you remember the password to get into, further increasing your credibility.
How many pieces of evidence do you want me to use?
The max, 4 plus, especially since the Let me see some. I'm about to make a roll myself. Okay, the moon is still on fire to this day. Awesome. Your pursuits in the media game propels you to have your mom in the safety. Ruby moves in with Shell Shock and they're living lush. Now, is Shell Shock edge running anymore? Is he still edge runner?
I would say he does every now and then, not as often as he used to. It's just if something like big comes up that he thinks maybe people may need help with or something like that, he will. But he tries to stay like out of range of the fight.
Gotcha. I envision Shell Shock. He's kicked back with his hands behind his head, feet on the table. He's looking at his bank account. He's seeing money coming in, and you looking at emails of happy edge runners that are happy with their news and that you're helping them out. Ruby's on the side rubbing your shoulder, and the camera pans out, and you see a bunch of explosives in the side of the room, and then the door shuts, and Shell Shock's office in Merc News. And they're still going successfully. And then next, let's hear about White Ghost. It can be either out of character or in character. And just like Lowell, we're gonna run a hustle for you too. A little day in the life, real quick for a few seconds. A few seconds into the life of White Ghost.
Yeah. So I think White Ghost would probably be getting off work around this time, just got done. So he's putting away some of the issued gear and everything. Just done for the day because knocked out 1 year of the contract. He's trying to get done with the other one so he can go back to his newfound home in Russia. And he's just trying to get used to this Night City life that he's not really used to. He's used to more of the Russian style cities where there is tech, but not like crazy like this.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about him out of character.
Yeah. So he is a Northwestern European built man. Think of like a Viking or a strong man. He lived with his parents on a floating city out in the water. Piece of it broke off one day, causing him to be separated from his parents. The piece he was on ended up floating by a saltwater drilling rig, and it ended up living there. And after a few years, get shipped up to headquarters. They trained him up and everything, and seeing him grow and seeing his size, they offered him a spot as an enforcer. And then after years, and when they started making sales and getting buildings and locations out in Night City, they brought up a 2-year contract for him, saying, hey, for 2 years just to help get things set up, make sure, the people that they hire over there are trained up right and everything like that, we'll send you out for this 2-year contract. So that's how it ended up in Night City. Is he's just there to make sure nothing gets stolen and to train up new people so they actually are worth a damn.
So he's a hired mercenary for Salve, basically, in a nutshell, right?
Yeah, like they call it an enforcer, but yeah, and not really hired. It's more of like they're kind of his family now.
Gotcha. Give me a D6. You'll see how that last job he just had went. Four. Hired out as a muscle to a fixed corporate gang. And you got 100 EBS.
Yay, I'm not totally broke.
On the board. They got you your pay as promised. Give me a human perception check real quick. Because as you're standing post, you're looking around and let's see what you end up seeing.
His empathy is a little low right now.
You're not able to notice the faces of everybody passing by in your usual day. Because I envision, y'all know how in Europe they got them guards, they stand with their gun up and they always look straight and they keep a straight face. I imagine White Ghost is kind of like that, not exactly like that, but holding on his gun. You don't notice anything particularly out of the ordinary, but you see a few people hunched over and crawling as fast as they can, whizzing by a few times on your guard, and you say, "Huh, that's weird." But they don't do anything to
Night
interfere with you or your court business that you got going on.
Night City's fucking rude.
Yeah, it is. And then we rotate to Creed's turn. Creed, what was up his sleeve the past 7.5 years? As you look up and you still see the moon burning. 1/4 of the moon still burning in the sky.
So Creed on a particularly inspectful night doesn't always look at the moon, but this night he does, and he sees that it's still burning, and memories are brought to him about his 7 years ago when he and his friends did this to the moon, and he doesn't always think about them very much anymore. Ever since that night at the bar when he took over a cyber raptor and tried to do damage to Blacklist's brother, and that in him snapped. Something inside him snapped when he did that, and he realized that between the velociraptor, the mechanical velociraptor that he tamed, and the cyber dragon that he found a guide to, that he could really control these mechanical mechanisms and forge his destiny in a way that he formerly didn't think he could with just the media alone. And this was reinforced when he hacked a training droid to come break through the walls of the bar and take down some remaining stooges, and he made his escape. And from then on, he went on a path of not vengeance per se, but definitely rightitude. He would call it a path of rightitude, where he would find other discarded mechanical animals, and between his burgeoning net running skills and his animal husbandry, he would take control of them and use them to finally get back at the fashion mob, or the
Fashion Rebels. You got it?
Yeah, the fashion rebels. So like his whole goal over the past 7 years has been to take control of the fashion rebels and help to steer their path to a force of good in the community, rather than a bunch of unstylish degenerates.
Awesome. Give me, first off, an animal handling check to be able to see how throughout the 7 years you're able to keep, feed, and maintain a cyber raptor without any instructions and catching a hang of it. It leans to you well. And next, give me a interface check to see how the net running has been going the past few years as you've been trying to dig through information and run through firewalls to get the next scoop to make sure the fashion rebels aren't harming people.
Oh gosh. Okay. That's in the net run. Yep. Okay, there we go. Any roll bonus? 0 roll bonus?
No roll bonus this time. No roll bonus.
That's what I figured.
Okay. You're able to squeak by. You end up getting fried a little bit in your head, but it all is just to make you tougher. You've basically been able to take your bumps and bruises on your journey to becoming a net runner. And you learn that the fashion rebels are dwindling. But some have gotten into magazines for fashion. And give me a D6 for your media hustle.
5.
No good stories or leads this week, but through staying in the loop, you discover the Night City Animal Shelter who wants to sponsor you.
Oh,
So the animal shelter wants to sponsor you, Creed. They're like, hey, this guy tamed a cyber raptor of all things. Still haven't seen another one since those. And they're thinking, hey, we might be able to combine forces. So you have that email sitting in your file still. So it's up to you to how you want to go about that. And then give me one more D6 for the hustle as a net runner. You got sidetracked with milling over the prospect of being a sponsor at an animal shelter, so you weren't able to hack anything this particular week. But you're still milling. Shouldn't I? So that's one that's entirely up to you on if you want to be like yay or nay. And Creed, you end up getting a call. You look at the caller ID and you see that it's Mama May. And you look and say, I haven't talked to her in about 7-8 years. What could she want? Do you answer?
So I'm gonna pick up the phone and figure out what's going on. So hey, Mama May, it's how are you doing, ma'am?
Oh, I'm doing just good. I see that moon out there is still burning, and I said, you know what? I think I need to give Creed a call for getting feed on such a good day it was. How have you been? How have you been?
Oh, little of this, little of that. You know.
What do you think about the Night City Animal Shelter? I'm sure they're probably wanting to sponsor you at this point.
Oh, they have. It's. I'm very grateful for their generosity.
Now look, hear me out on this one. And then what I'm about to say, y'all, is a way that's gonna basically put y'all's group together. So I need y'all to go with it, okay? And then everything else should be smooth selling, okay? So there's these two newer runners out here, and they're not experienced as you. But I was hoping that you could be able to meet them, and you guys all come over here to my apartment in Camden Courts. We read some scream sheets, and we have some good old coffee and pie this morning. How does that sound?
I think that would be fine, Mama May. I think that'd be fine.
All right. One of them, he goes by the handle of White Ghost, and he's not too far. He lives on a traveling island near San Morro Bay. And then I don't know where Loa is, but I'm sure with their net run you can do some digging and be able to get them to come over here too. And we all have a good old edge run of time, and we can go over some good old days, and we might be able to save them some bullet wounds with some sage advice, you know. And then we just relax, have some pie and coffee, and look at the scream sheets together. How does that sound?
That sounds pretty good, Mama May.
All right. And I got 200 ebs for you, Creed, if you can bring these chums over too. I've been wanting to meet them, and I think they're going to like us, and I think I'm pretty sure they might have already seen what you did in those feeds you had back in the days, okay?
All right. Let's, where can I find these two?
Here you go, right here. I did some digging, and I was able to get the numbers on their agents. and here they are. Chances are they can be able to come right over because I've been checking the traffic and the police reports, and luckily this right now is the best time of any that you guys can all converge and not get caught in the crossfires this time.
Okay.
And
Let's
then,
do it.
and then she hangs up. Okay, so Creed, you have Loa's numbers first. So this is Creed and Loa meeting, and you guys understand the premise, right? I'm just making sure.
Mhm.
Yep.
You guys know? Okay.
Yeah.
You guys may begin introducing each other. And again, Creed, since 7 years, you've had those big videos, so everyone, or at least these edge runners, know of you already from the stuff you put on the feeds.
Okay. That makes sense.
All right.
I call up Loa on my agent.
Awesome.
Bring, 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 bring.
There's no. She doesn't pick up. In a text, she fires back a text.
Oh, what's
Who
it
is
say?
this and how did you get? Who is this and how did you get this number? Via text.
I text back. This is Creed. You've probably heard of me. Mama May gave me this number. She thinks we should connect with another net runner named White Ghost. Pick up the damn phone.
There's like a long pause. She's probably doing some sort of live research or something, you gathered. And then a text shots back. Oh, you're the Creed. Every time I look up in the skies of Pacifica, I have you and your troops to thank for the burning moon image that I get. What's up? You gonna like set Mars on fire next? She says, with a smile. Just kidding, Chooms, she says. I know Mama May. She runs a good outfit. I'll be right over. Meet you there. And then text goes dead.
Awesome. That was good, guys. That was good. Next is White Ghost.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call up him. Bring, 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 bring. Bring, 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 bring.
Hello?
Hey, White Ghost. This is Creed. Probably heard of me. Fire in the Sky. Blah, blah, blah. Now, Mama May said that she needs to talk to you. She's offering pie and coffee. Now, you probably haven't had her pie. Freaking awesome. Highly recommend you come to her place. And I've already secured Loa, another edge runner, super cool. Little paranoid, but I get it. Can we count on you to meet up at Mama May's?
I just got to the bar. I just got off work, just got to the bar. But I'll grab one or two to go. I'll meet y'all over there. But what's a pie? Is it like filled with meat?
It can be. It can be. Hers is normally fruit filling. Think of it like fruit inside of a bread.
Like bread from potatoes?
It can be. It can be. Are you gluten free? I just want to know before. I just want to make sure of your dietary restrictions before we go to Mama May's. Because I'm
No,
very
it's just in Russia, kind of potatoes are abundant. We, I know way back in the day they had potato famine, but now we are overgrown with potatoes. So everything's made with taters now. So that's why I was just asking.
Got it. Well, this is normally wheat flour. Her Mama Mae's pies are normally wheat flour. So hopefully you are fine with gluten. If not, I don't know. Take a Claritol.
No idea what that is, but I'll just see it there.
Awesome. All right. You guys start making your way toward Camden Courts. I'm going to put like right here. I want to say this pink rectangle.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get a perception check from all three of you guys. Even though all three of you are coming from different places, it's Night City. It's always good to keep your head on a swivel as you guys are looking around. As you guys are making y'all way to Camden Courts, you notice some people running and quickly diving in the sewer holes. And they look like they're biosculpted their face and even got tails that look like little hooded rats. But they all slink into the sewers. They don't pay you guys any mind, but you guys all notice these weirdos going and skittering into the sewers as all of you guys are making your way to Mama Mae's house. You guys get to the house and you see Mama Mae. She opens the door. She approaches you guys with wide arms. Or she comes to Creed with wide arms. She says, I'm so glad you can bring these airdroners over here. And she comes and embraces you for a big, loving hug, Creed.
I hug her back warmly. I said, anything for you, Mama Mae.
Oh, yes. And this is Loa and White Ghost. And then she reaches out to give you two a hug as well. She says, look, I know we haven't met. You guys might have heard of me. I'm Mama Mae, and I'm very glad to have you guys over here to join me tonight. And she comes over to you guys for a hug.
So White Ghost will give her a hug, but he's like, oh, it's so nice and everything. Now, Mama Mae, get off me now. Like, using her name as a little innuendo, like, May, get off me.
Right. She gives you a little, like a quick flash eye, and then she approaches Loa for a big, endearing, empathetic grandma hug.
Loa hugs her back and says, oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. You've got a real nice, inviting home here. And you can clearly tell she's like just acting, being like super polite, but it's not really who she is.
She says, come on, y'all, have a seat. I got some pie and coffee ready for y'all, and just gonna enjoy my daily scream sheets and just hoping you guys will be able to join me, okay? Now come on over. And then she comes over and
Loa as what is it, White Wolf? No, White Ghost. As White Ghost was hugging Mama Mae, she noticed the tattoo glyph on his neck. And so she just sits right next to him, and Creed's like, what the fuck's wrong with this woman? She's doing like this weird gesture, which he's like, "What the hell is she doing?" She just did some weird hand gesture.
Oh yeah.
And then White Ghost kind of recognizes it's like their call sign. It's the society call sign.
Yeah. Creed, give me a perception check. You don't know. You don't see nothing.
That's no problem. That's no problem.
In his head, Creed's just like, Night City's fucking weird.
Mama may.
So
Go ahead. What are you about to say?
I was gonna say, Lola, as we're going to the table, White Ghost is probably gonna lean down to you and be like, "Do scream sheets actually scream?"
Mom may just face palms a little bit, and then she's go back to being happy. She waves you guys over to come to the table and enjoy pie and read the scream sheets together. Come on over, y'all. The pie's getting cold.
Yeah, Creed's gonna go over to Mama May and enjoy some pie. So, Mama May, just I mean, it's been a while. How's Luna doing?
Oh, she's doing just fine, just fine. Oh, that remind me. When you get a chance, stop by and see her. She probably want to try to help reimburse you for the whole Teal tornado thing. Hold on, let me show you this. Actually, not sure if you caught wind of it, but these have been going in the new 7-Eleven stores, and she pulls out a can, and on the can is Teal with a tornado on it. Teal tornado. Yep, we got it in the production. And then she hands you guys all one can of Teal tornado each.
Okay, so White Ghost is gonna be like, "Oh, thanks for the drink," and he's gonna go to crack it open.
Is he gonna drink it?
Yeah.
All right, give me resist torture / drugs check.
Oh God. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Right. So luckily, the sugary taste grits your teeth a little bit, but it goes down smooth, and you love the flavor. It tastes kind of like, it's like, you know what? This is giving Baja Blast from back in the day. And luckily, you're able to contain yourself, so you're not, you know what I mean, drunk. You're a little tipsy, but nothing too crazy. You're at a real good level. And what this Teal tornado is gonna do is gonna give you +1 reflex and +1 dex for 4 hours.
Oh God. Hopefully we don't get in a fight.
And then I'm gonna add that on your character sheet.
Okay. And then he's gonna pull, after he finishes that, he's gonna pull out the 2 beers he had that he grabbed from the board to go. He's gonna start drinking those.
Awesome.
Get a little synth coke going.
And Loa and White Ghost, she looks at you, blinks. Then she looks at you, Loa, and she blinks. And she says, "All right, y'all need to check out these screen sheets now." They're like, let's just sit back, relax, and check out the news and just relax. And then she has a smirk while she does it. And then I'll put you guys onto the screen sheets. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna clear this. And guys, feel free on whatever interests you on this screen sheet. Don't say anything yet, but put your character token on there first. On whatever image interests you on the scream sheet.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, I see Loa. I see Creed. And then White Ghost, you still deciding? Dylan, are you there? Okay, Dylan's me. I don't think he's here.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Creed and Loa, let me get initiative from both of you guys. And that's going to determine the order of questions. Whoa! 3?
What happened?
I saw Loa fumbled on their initiative, so I'm getting a 3.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
That's all good. Okay, Creed, you go first. What's on your mind as you're looking at this screen sheet?
Look, all I care about is what I assume is Mama May being Edge Runner of the Decade. What an eponymous award that must be.
She says, yes, she has came a long way. See, after JBL forced Hella and Rory to move out of Night City, I took a stand and I said, people have the freedom, especially edge runners, have the freedom to be wherever they want, especially if they look cool doing it. So I just been pushing it and been working as a fixer up here the past this decade and decided to put my foot down. And we're not going to have that bullshit. And then, I was graced with the honor of the Edge Runner of the Decade award, and I'm more than proud to be able to share that with you guys. It's been a long time coming, but I don't even do it for the fame. I do it for the people because I love y'all so much, and hell, I couldn't wish or even pray for better edge runners and nicer edge runners than we do nowadays.
Well, congratulations, Mama May. Super proud of you.
Yes, and then who knows, Creed, White Ghost, Loa, you guys could be next for the next decade. And then as you guys are looking, Loa and White Ghost, give me cryptography checks. As you guys are looking at this screen sheet.
Okay.
Damn.
I think it's funny that Lola and White Ghost both crit failed.
Three fumbles.
Yup. White Ghost, give me a cryptography check. Loa fumbled on there. There you go.
Waiting on it.
There you go. You see behind Mama May's picture, you see the you're able to read between the lines and see that there is the edge masonry glyph hidden behind her picture.
I didn't know you were like that, Mama May.
She says, "Oh, not everyone has to know. You know what they say. What do kids say it? IYKYK. If you know, you know." And then she gives you a wink.
Oh.
And then she gives you a wink, and then you see the glyph come in her cyber eyes. And with this glyph, you determine that it's literally more than meets the eye.
Okay, Autobots.
Right. And then next we have White Ghost. You look at the scream sheet and you see what looks like a flying dreadnought. How does White Ghost go about it? You see this on here with just the context that you see on the screen right now. What is White Ghost saying?
He's just like, y'all have these here too?
Yes, there's been some advances through the past few years. So nowadays, edge runners and the kids are like they're getting into punk knots, or what they're called them. It's a lot of. I'd say it could be real lucrative if you can be able to build one right, because there's the Death Race coming up. Death Race 2078 coming up. So you're able to discern that related to these punk knots is a mission or a scenario. Is what you guys are basically figuring out through the glyph. Mama May being edge runner of the decade. You guys think that all of these on these screen sheets, Mama May has her hand in to put you guys in a scenario or mission relative to that. Does that make sense? So basically next week we can be like, hey, we can do the edge runner of the decade mission, or as an example.
Okay, got it.
And then that's going to bring us to Loa's turn. Loa, you're seeing this looks like a cyber mouse right under Merc News that says missing 1,000 EBs. Then right under it, urgent in red letters and exclamation marks with 2,000 EBs. How is Loa going about it?
She's trying to see if there's a link between this screen sheet and the hustle that she just did about mutant, what was it? The blueprint for mutant mouse or something?
Yeah.
Seeing if there's
Does Loa vocally ask Mama May or ask any of the crew about
yeah,
it?
she's like, this is coincidence. I just ran into some just messing around in the web, some corporate web architecture. I found some mutant mouse blueprints, and may or may not be linked to this this screen sheet here.
She says, you mind if I take a look at that real quick?
Yeah, so I'll send her the details.
She skims through it and she says, holy shit, this is just what I thought. But this could be good for you guys. I think I got an idea. This mouse kind of looks similar to this one rat I met once upon a time long ago. And then this rescue bounty is from Merc News. Okay, Shell Shock is contracting this bounty. Let's see. And then she starts looking through. She clicks on the link, looks through the file, and the file says missing Carl the Rat King. Please bring him back. I miss my brother. For more information, meet me at these coordinates. And then as soon as you read that, you hear thunder rumbling. And rain start pouring down outside. Mama May looks out the window and she says, oh lordy. Y'all, I think this one right here, saving Carl, that'll be you guys' probably best bet for the gig to get into. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Hell, I've been doing this since before you was born, even before all of you guys' parents, even maybe grandparents, were even born. And my instincts tell me You guys need to help Carl. I know his brother. I think I know who his brother is. And he was a really good guy, so I think you guys should be able to pursue that. He's been much more, how do I say, sophisticated than when I first saw him. But he's a good guy, good guy, nonetheless. And then with 2,000 EBs and it being urgent, I think this could possibly domino effect and be able to help way more people in the long run too, especially yourselves. And then Loa, give me a cryptography check again. As you start discerning the screen sheet, you saw the first glyph. You start looking more. And then over here on the bottom left of the screen sheet, you see what looks like some sort of peace sign. But as you're looking through the code, using your Netrunner eye and your abilities, you see a small picture of Creed on there with an X through his face. Let me get a streetwise check from both of y'all. See if you can discern this logo and why Creed's face is down there and put the X on it. So Loa, you're able to recognize that this logo that is on top of, both of you guys are able to notice that this logo that was on top concealing this picture of Creed is the JBL logo, the Justice for Blacklist logo. And seeing this, Loa, and decrypting the code, you see that it is a 5,080 bounty on Creed's head. Courtesy of 69 News, who made the scream sheet, and Justice for Blacklist. There, Dylan, you're back. Test.
Yeah. Called.
Oh, you're good. So when you were gone, they did some discerning on the scream sheet, and this rat down here.
Yep.
Mama May says that's Fievel's brother. And then bottom left over here is the Justice for Blacklist logo. They're like a Justice for social group. And they got a 5,080 bounty on Creed's head, courtesy of 69 News, the creator of the scream sheets, and JBL, Justice for Blacklist, the people who were standing for Blacklist when you guys kicked his butt.
God dang.
And then on the outside, thunder is rumbling and rain is pouring down. And then she says, I think you guys should try to go after my gut instinct, and edge running so long as give me the gut instincts. You guys can claim those ebs. Five was good for it. He's more sophisticated than he was when I first met him, but he's a good guy. But in the meantime, to make sure we don't miss out on anything else that could help, let's turn the page and then see if it's any other information that can be able to help us out. Are you guys ready to see the second page of the screen sheet?
Sure.
Yep.
Right. And guys, turn the page to the tech section of the screen sheet. And the first thing you see at the top is the Rostovish brand next to the New Tech brand. You guys see the Rostovich cleaver. And then you see the Rostovich shotgun. aka the Street Destroyer. That's this one right here. And then you guys can put you guys' character token on what piece of tech interests you and what you ask about it, and then you guys can get information on it as well. You guys also see some sort of cyber animal, some sort of data chip, some sort of bag, some people dressing in fashion, and then some type of cyberware as well. So if you guys want to see what interests you, you can put your character token on it, and then roll initiative, and then that's how we determine the turn order of the information.
I had a feeling Lola was going to go for the dad chip.
Either that or the net running suits,
Okay.
which Creed is going for.
I was debating whether or not to go after the animal or the fashion, but I think Creed is more interested in the fashion than the animal.
All right. Awesome. Cool. Okay, Creed, you look at the fashion that's there in the middle, and what is Creed asking?
So like, is this the latest trend in personal protective body armor?
Mama May looks over and she says, it is one of them. Here, I can tell you a little bit about it. She says, that there, my friend, is the Lotus Net Suit. It goes for 5,000 EBs. When it comes to fashion and net running, my friend, nothing says efficiency, flash, and sleek like the Lotus Net Suit by indie designer Lotus. This net suit allows the users to link to and manage their cyber deck with ease. The suit is lined with ceramic and titanium plating with an underlying nanotube layer. This makes the Lotus a must-have for netrunners on the go who find themselves caught up in firefights. Lotus makes these suits custom for her clientele. They don't come cheap, but are worth every cent. Wearing a Lotus net suit gives your cyber deck one extra slot that can only be used for hardware. When you take off the net suit, hardware on the suit is automatically uninstalled from the cyber deck. Unlike other armor, a Lotus net suit is not bought in two pieces and must always be worn on both your body and head location. Each location has its own SP13, and while worn, lowers the user's reflex dex and move by 2. And every purchase comes with the excellent quality cyber deck. And White Ghost and Lois, give me a cryptography check. And everybody give me a perception check as well.
Okay.
As you guys are squinting your eyes, Creed, you recognize this guy in here who is wearing these self-repairing executive suits. That also works as armor. Then I'll show you the price on that too. Executive armor. Nano machines. Repaired. You notice that guy like, wait, I seen him before just for a second. You recognize him as Aesop's driver, Mr. Donda. He's in the fashion now. And Loa, you're able to see that right under him is the edge masonry glyph. So you say, oh, man, wait a minute. I didn't know that, but he's in the Brotherhood as well, possibly, or some lead. You see that as a sort of clue of sorts.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like in Spycraft, like, you look at the New York Times Daily Puzzle, everybody just sees a crossword puzzle, but the spies who are in it see, like, the clue, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah.
Yup.
Like, four-leaf clover, and then nobody knows what it means, but then the 5 people who use it to communicate knows what it means.
Yeah, exactly. You got it. You absolutely got it. All right, next we have Loa. And Loa, you see on here, your eyes widen as they have new. Let me think of a brand. Hold on. Underground stat chips. Go for 5,000 EBs a piece. And you determine that, holy shit, these chips don't increase skills, but they increase your stats. So you can get one for reflex, dex, cool, etc. They go for 5,000 EBs a piece. But you figure, hey, if someone has it, if it can be bought, it could be stolen too. So now you're more aware that some people out here could be having multiple of those installed. Now, I've been on too many Edrons, but have those installed, so they may have more stats than the average Chun with one of these installed. And
Do
then,
these
yes,
oh, go ahead.
you got it. Go ahead.
Just out of game mechanic, do these like soak up a lot of humanity loss, or do we know if these, is it kind of like a Neuralink kind of thing, like it takes a lot of humanity, or not too much is known about that?
You're not sure, but you see that they're for sale in this chipware. On sale for 5,000 EBs.
That's cool.
And then that's going to bring us to White Ghost. White Ghost, what questions are you asking about the woman in the picture?
I think he would just be like, is this like new bookwear that came out? Because I haven't seen anything like this before.
You click on it for more information, and you deduct that it is a vermilion linear frame. On the left-hand side here is the external version, where it's on the outside of your skeleton. And on the right side is the internal version, where it's underneath your skin. But
Is it the same, or do these do anything special?
You click on it and then you look at the information, and it says this linear frame can be purchased as either external or internal. In either form, while connected properly to the frame, the user increases their body to 12. The user negates the normal movement penalty for jumping, and they can operate as if they had paired skate feet installed. This frame cannot increase the user's body to 13 or higher. For an internal frame, hospital installation requires body 8 and 2 grafted muscle and bone lace. The frame causes 14 or 4d6 humanity loss and is considered Borgware. And it goes for 5,000 EBs.
Yeah, that's too rich for me. I'm just gonna stick with what I got.
It's expensive. It's expensive. And then Creed, you wanted to ask about the cyber animal up here?
Yeah, I wanna know about the cyber animal.
Mama May looks at it and says, "You see that right there? They shipping out new, or they trying to make new cyber animals. Now the thing about it is, a lot of people can't tame them properly. Thus, they get killed by the technology. And that could be possibly why they're trying to reach out for you to have them as a spokesperson, Creed, because maybe you can help people get a grasp on that so they can handle these things. Because even though it doesn't say it in the scream sheet, a lot of these things are out there just on the loose. They might need you to round them up at some point, but a lot of people can't handle them. And a lot of them are tucked in at the shelter too. So that may be a reason why they might be reaching out to you, Creed. This might be a calling for you of some sorts. And then as soon as she says that, more thunder comes down for the sky near the apartment. And then she says, "All right, y'all. I know this is a pretty loaded scream sheet, but I'm gonna show you guys just one more, and then I can introduce you guys to Five, because I think we really need his brother to be saved. So I'm about to show you guys one more scream sheet. This time I'm gonna show it to you guys, and then I'm gonna read it aloud. Let me know if it pops up or doesn't pop up for you guys, okay? This one's gonna come up as a pop-up window, and then I'll read it out loud. Let me know if a window came up for y'all.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When you turn the page to the weather, hazard and weathers, on the 7-day outlook, it's all question marks. And it says, the weather in Night City has been the most unpredictable this week than ever before in history. Acid rain and nuclear storms are at an all-time high, and the temperature has been volatile, from being scorching hot one day to freezing and nuclear hailstorms the next. Be sure to stay dry with Arasaka umbrellas, only 1,000 ebbs. Get them while supplies last. Face the rain with Arasaka. So it's giving you guys a head up that once you guys go outside, that weather is nasty. And then
I ain't got an umbrella.
and then let me know when you guys are ready to proceed, or if you guys want to check out some more of the tech on this page.
I'm good.
Once we have $5,000, we can come back and revisit it.
All right. Are you guys done with the screen sheets? Do you guys want to see one of the, because that's all the screen sheets for now. Do you guys want to revisit any one, the tech one, the one with the missions, or are you guys ready to talk to Mama Mang and move on to their rescue?
I think Lo is ready to move on.
Same.
Yep.
All right. She says, "All right, y'all. So on the screen sheet, it says 2,000 ebbs to rescue Carl the Rat King. But for me personally, if things go left, I wish we at least have some evidence, in case worse comes to worst. So I've got," she counts your head, counts each one of your heads. "I got an extra 500 ebbs each for you guys. If you guys can provide me some video footage of this rescue, because I'm sure a lot of important people could be able to work with some, scouting of what you guys might see on this rescue mission. Does that sound good?
You got it, Mama May.
Sure.
She says, thank you, thank you. Here. And her eye flashes blue. And you guys get the coordinates to meet Fievel to rescue his brother. And she says, you guys go out there and kick some ass now, and be careful from that rain. It'll cut through your arm and burn you and nip you a little bit if you're not too careful, okay?
I'm always okay.
She says,
As he
okay.
trips over the chair.
Right. She says, okay, now be careful because if you're out there without shelter or umbrella too long, that acid will really it'll hurt you a little bit, but nothing that you guys can't handle, you know. Especially you, Creed. That moon out there is still burning. You guys got this. Just be careful, okay? But not too careful. That's the true edge runner way.
Is there a underground entrance in this building? Like, can we navigate the sewers instead of going above ground to meet up with Fievel?
Yes, there is, but you got to be careful. The guy who guards the door, he can be a little dick sometimes. I'll be honest with you.
Hey, none of us have a vehicle, right? We don't have a nomad here. No vehicles.
No.
We gotta call a cab or something.
You got.
I got some money.
We'll call like budget domain.
Let's see how much that costs.
I don't think Lola likes Delamain.
No, the budget domain.
So I got a taxi for 50 EBs due to inflation.
Loa's gonna work her magic, and try to
hack Uber.
No. Stealth persuasion. One of the taxi drivers who moonlights for the society.
Okay. All right. So you gotta standing like y'all been to apartments and it's got like a little part in front of you can stand up so you don't get rained on. Yeah. You guys are standing there and you want to wave down a taxi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where is it? I thought you added
It's under custom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it.
Okay. You wave down a taxi and he comes to pull up. And how do you want to do it? Because it's going to be a success.
We all get in the taxi. Lois like, oh, Chooms, thanks for dropping by. This fucking rain's coming down heavy. And then she's like, hey, we need to get to this place pronto. We're a little bit short on funds. Why don't you take us there and we'll cover you later on. We're good for it. And then she kind of makes a sign, the glyph. Or in the world of John Wick, she hands him like one of those token things.
Got you.
Coin.
Yeah.
Got you.
Or whatever equivalent, you know what I mean?
Yep, got you. They nod their heads and they take you. I'm gonna use Creed. Creed is basically you guys as a group token near the old corpse center where it's even more radiation before, but you guys are able to see a little. Y'all know how in bus stops they have those awnings as well.
Yeah.
You guys get to this bus stop and you see sitting down on the bench an obese rat on his eye with his leg crossed. He jumps up and he says, Tally ho. Mama May, I presume, is one who sent you guys to help me find my brother?
Yeah, you must be Fievel?
Yes, yes. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. I know you're Creed, and who are these two? Who are you? I'm Fievel, and pleasure to meet you. And he reaches out to shake you guys' hands, Loa and White Ghost.
Loa kind of like avoids the handshake and just fist pumps him a bit and goes, we're oh yeah, she goes, I'm Loa. This is my colleague White Ghost. And we're here to
And
solve your problem and find your lost brother.
And what
and White goes to shake his hand, and as he does that, he'll look at the other two and be like, "Am I the only one seeing this?"
and then
Oh, you mean you don't have this in Russia? You don't have mutants in Russia? No.
We don't have rats with molecules in Russia. We have big rats, not rats with molecules.
And then as he's meeting you guys, you see a guy to the next of the bus stop with the umbrella over his head, spinning around with roller skates with the umbrella over his head with a rainbow suit on.
Okay, guys, am I high right now? There's a talking rat with molecule, and there's a dancing homeless person.
Do we see?
Skating.
Does Lois see a rainbow suit dancing?
Yes, like 5 feet away from him, spinning around in his skates, dancing, spinning in a circle with the umbrella over his head.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Yes, this is my great friend, my best buddy, Kachow. He doesn't talk, but he's really good at his job. And thanks to him, I can be able to speak and have cyberware. He's a good buddy. Even though when we met, we weren't on the best terms when we met, but we came around just nicely. If you guys need any